Hello and welcome. Today I'm looking at a DPF pressure sensor. I've had so many questions on this one. Okay, what should the voltage be? What should the signal wire? What are the three wires doing? So here I've decided to make a video. That's the part number. Should you wish to order one? Okay, that's the part number there. So what I've done is just for easy access and so that you can see the wires as well. And what I'll be doing, I've just taken the screw that secures it in position so that it can flex, and then I can do my tests. So these are the two pipes, okay, one before the DPF, the other one at the back of the DPF. So they do check the pressure in the DPF. So I want to see if we have a healthy signal. By the way, this is a Crafter. It's a 2013 Crafter, VW Crafter. Okay. So we're on pin number 1. Okay, that's our pin number 1 there. That's the pink and black. All right, let's see what voltage we have. We have 5 volts. So I'll take note of that. So we have 5 volts on pin number 1. It's only 3 pins. This one should not take long to do. So I'm going to the middle pin, which is our brown and red. That's where we are. So we're sitting on 0.005 volts. Okay, 0.005 volts. That's pin number 2. So I'll go to pin number 3. Remember, this is the plug disconnected. So pin number 3, it's 5 volts, 5.7 volts, 5.07. Was it 5.7? Sorry, it was actually 5.7 volts. So when I look at this, straight away I should be able to deduce now what each wire does. So let me just go straight ahead and say I haven't looked at the wiring diagram yet, just looking at my wires. So this one here is our 5 volt reference, okay, and this one here, it is our ground, and this one here, straight away I can tell this is my signal. Okay, that's my signal. You will see that signal there. It should drop the minute we connect here. That reading on pin 3 should go down, possibly around 1 volt. Okay, it should go down 1 volt, up to 1 volt, sorry, maybe 1 point something thereabouts. This one here, the 5 volt referent, should stay the same throughout the test. It should not change. Our ground will go up a little bit. Okay, so let's go to, let me turn the ignition key off and then connect the sensor. I started deliberately on pin 3 because that's where I ended. So I was tapped into it anyway. So that's where we are. So we'll do it the reverse way. So that's 1.00 volts. Okay. So pin 3 now, 1.00 volts. Now the sensor has been connected. The ignition key is on. We are not running yet. Okay. So let's go to number 2. Why don't you wait until I take my hands off, Bob, and then you can come in and because at the moment I don't think you can see anything. Right, I'm on pin number 2, 0.006 volts. Okay, so that's 0.006 volts. So that's pin number 2. We go to pin number 1. Sorry, the sensor is down in there. So that's pin number 1, the pink one. Okay, let's tap into that. That one should be 5 volts. Yes, it is 5 volts. So this one is 5 volts. It should not change at all. It's our reference voltage. It should not change. Okay, it doesn't drop. If it drops, then either you have a short. Okay, it should not drop. So if we now look at the relationship of these with these, this was our signal wire with the sensor disconnected. Look now what we have. We have 1 volt from 5.7 volts. We now have 1 volt. So this 5.7, it's for diagnostic purposes. It is used by the engine ECU. Okay, it's the ECU that uses it to check this wire because it's important. This is a signal wire that tells us about the pressure of the DPF. You know that if the DPF is clogged, then the engine will lose power. So the ECU wants to constantly check that. So when you disconnect the plug, it goes high. Okay, it goes high. So the ECU knows that there is an open. Okay, so I'm trying to throw these hints. You see that this is not rocket science. You can learn this and fly, to be honest with you. Okay, now let's go and run the engine and see what will happen. Number 1 on the pink wire. Okay, engine is now running. We have 5 volts, which is expected. To be honest with you, these 2 here should not change much now. Since we are idling, I'm on number 2. 0.01, 0.01 volts. That's good ground, this one. Okay, it's good ground. So let's see the signal, whether there's a difference between idling and on the red wire, the blue wire. So we have 1.01 volt. So you can see that this voltage and that voltage is not much of a difference. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna rev it at 2,500 revs, and then I'm not checking anything else. I just want to see my signal. That's what I'm gonna check at 2,500 revs. So this 1 volt, to me, it shows a cat that is working healthy. It's not clogged. It's perfectly fine. So I'm happy with this voltage. Okay. So what I need to do then is to run it at this, and then we end there. All right.